The V2T roof system is a combination of vents and air channels that work together to hold the roof membrane in place. Traditionally, roofs have used ballast, adhesives, or mechanical fasteners to adhere the membrane to the roof deck. Over time, the updraft from wind weakens the hold of the glues and screws, and eventually, the fasteners and membrane will need to be replaced. These traditional systems also take considerable labor and materials to adhere the full membrane to the substrate. V2T works differently. As wind moves across the top of a roof, it comes into contact with one of the patented V2T vents. Notice the curved upper and lower hemispheres. These curves force the wind into the narrow opening in the middle of the vent. And because more wind is being pushed into a smaller space, the speed of the wind accelerates. A real-world example would be how putting your thumb over the opening in a garden hose makes the stream of water shoot out farther and faster. This is called the Venturi effect, and is one of two scientific principles V2T's inventing engineers utilized to make this the most effective vented roof system on the market today. The other scientific principle at work is the Bernoulli principle. Looking back at our V2T vent, the upper hemisphere has slits in the bottom. When the wind passes through the middle of the vent, it creates a vacuum effect. The wind passing through pulls air from within the vent itself. This pulls air from the legs, which pulls air from the bottom, which pulls air from under the membrane. In a typical V2T installation, the vent is placed above the intersection of numerous air channels spread across the roof but under the membrane. This vacuum, or negative pressure, essentially sucks the membrane down on the roof deck, and any updraft is offset by the increase in negative pressure from the curved domes. The pressure is always lower under the membrane than above it. The stronger the wind blows, the tighter the roof holds. And this is exactly why you don't need all of the ballast, screws, or glues. All you need is the one element that all the other systems are fighting against, the wind. So, with the V2T roof system, because you do not have to adhere the full membrane, savings are considerable for both labor and materials. In fact, one vent can take the place of 7 buckets of adhesive, of 1,000 screws, of 24,000 pounds of ballast, or 4 foam kits. When it comes to labor, on roofs over 10,000 square feet, some contractors are finding considerable savings. In fact, on some jobs, we're hearing of labor savings of over 40%. Also, because it's mostly a loose laid membrane, it's easy to repair. You can identify the affected area, cut out a square, and weld in a new square. You don't have to work against the adhesives or mechanical fasteners to remove the damaged membrane sections. Easier installs, easier repairs, easier cleanup. For more information on the V2T roof system, visit our website at v2troofsystem.com. If you have a specific job in mind, please complete the job evaluation form, and we will get back to you with more detailed feedback, including if your job is a good candidate for the V2T system.